Hello, dear friends. Today, Wonder Tips channel is bringing another guest and super guest who has worked a lot of great jobs in the field of education for the children and their parents. My dear friends, this life is super, and we become what we think. If we are having wonderful feel that we have to go beyond our capacity. We have to run at 200% capacity of our mind. Then we have to change the gears as and when required. We have to make our skills better. So, your friend, Unicorn CEO in money business, 10x money business, and personal development niche is now with Madam Vijaya from Chennai. And I tell you guys, you will listen from her. She has done a lot of work and mathematics. She has made a wonderful, amusing thing, a simple game for the children, students. It is a really good thing. So we are starting this podcast today, and I tell you, just sit with pen and paper in your hand so that you can catch hold of every nugget which you have. And I tell you guys, you will be having wonderful points from this session of around 40 minutes. So fasten your seat belts, focus on the screen, and you are seeing two stars on the screen at the same time. So wonderful, ma'am. Welcome, Vijaya ma'am, on my channel. And this is going to take us to overseas and our Indian friends who wants to excel for their children in studies. So today's topic of our this session is that empowering excellence in education, business, and personal growth. And you are managing all the things in your students and parents. This is really wonderful. So now I would request you to come and give your introduction, and then we'll start our podcast. All the best.
Hi to all. I'm Vijaya Sundaresh. I've been a trained math teacher initially. Very passionate about math as I'm a fourth generation math teacher. I got this passion by seeing all my aunties. I have three aunties who are math teachers and my mom a math professor. Passionate about teaching math. And day in and day out, I've seen them. And it came for me to decide of what career I have to choose, something I have to do, I chose teaching, of course, and nothing other than math. And I've taught now for almost 30 years, have put a lot of children on the roadmap of success, have helped about almost 5,000 parents, teachers, and students to actually come up in their life personally, professionally, and academically. It has been a wonderful journey. I'm also a NLP trained the trainer, and I've used those tools and techniques actually when I got trained to help the children, the parents, and the teachers. I'm also EFT master trainer and a graphologist. All of it, this bundle I use to put them, all of them, in the roadmap of success. I've also, then I started at one stage, I became an entrepreneur. And again, NLP helped me a lot actually to gain the 5 times Titan Award in India of my business and top three business partner in India.
Wonderful. Wonderful, ma'am. This is really a great story. You started from a teacher, became entrepreneur, and that too for last more than 20 years. And you have done great job, as you have already told. And you are in fourth generation. This is
Yes.
also great. So this is really superb. This tells how your passion about studies of the children is there. Great. So Vijay ma'am, you have been in education for over 30 years. What sparked your passion for making math easy and accessible to every child?
So for me, as I told, I have seen my aunties pouring their heart out to teach the children. I always tell that I learned my addition and subtraction by adding all the marks in the paper they correct. That's where when I was 3 years old, they would just tell me add it, and then I have to add all the marks. And for me, it has been very engaged. I'm seeing them correcting papers, writing the records. And one thing which has really touched me is the way when a child is not doing well in the class. Those days we didn't have tuitions and all, they will just bring them home, and whatever multiplication or even fractions, I remember they were teaching till 7th standard, and they will bring them home, make them sit for 1 or 2 hours at home. It would have gone maybe 3 days or even 2 weeks. Make them proper, send them back to school. This has really touched me. And when I wanted to become a teacher, the first thing which came into my mind is that I have to become a math teacher. And I want to become a math teacher like my aunties. No.
Wonderful, ma'am. I tell you, from math, I was always having fear up to 10th. In 10th, I got good marks, and then my fear vanished. But then calculator started way back in 1980,
Yes.
and then we used that. But this is really tables and all that. That is really wonderful, and you are having great tricks, and which people will know. So my next question comes: you have worked with over 5,000 parents and children. What is the biggest mindset block that holds students back?
the Before, when our time, when we were young, and maybe after that my daughter's time also, I have seen children studying, pouring their heart out and practicing it a lot, because they were knowing that is a mantra actually for getting good marks. But recently, for the last 15 to 18 years, when I'm teaching, what the children think is that if I study once, I can go and write the exam and I can ace it. I will get 90 to 100 marks. And so I always tell them, go and try it out. Because I have made with my experience, I have made a map actually. If you study once, I will tell them you will maybe you will pass or may not pass. If you have studied twice, if you have practiced twice, you may pass. If you have studied thrice, you will get around 45 to 50%. If you have studied 4 times, around 60 to 70%. And if you have studied 5 times, 80 to 85. And if you have studied 6 times, nothing less than 95%. I tell this, I give them actually. And you tell them where you are standing. If you have studied once, you will just maybe with your luck, you will make grace through, but it's not a guarantee. So this is a block they all have, that we just study the day before once, and we'll go and, we'll get marks. We'll get not ordinary marks, good marks, excellent marks. Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
So, ma'am, next question comes: how do NLP and EFT techniques help students improve academic performance or reduce exam stress?
Yeah. So good question, sir. NLP has got a lot of tools and techniques in it. So it's starting from time management, goal setting, and empowering excellence. There is one word about NLP is, I feel that NLP is for empowering successful people and nurturing successful people. And so one thing which I love actually in NLP, one mantra is, there is no failure, only feedback. And this is what I tell all the children: somewhere you have gone wrong. It's not that a whole thing has broken down, the whole house and fallen down. It's just telling you you've done some mistake and you have to go back and rectify it. That's all. Now when you rectify it, only you will move forward. If you are moving forward, only you are walking towards success, correct? Now, if you are sitting down with that, oh my God, no, I've gone wrong. Now, what will I do? Sometimes they go wrong, they don't even look that side. I've seen children, oh, that's gone wrong 2, 3 times. I don't want to do that part at all. And they leave that part. And what I have seen is that continues with their life throughout. So when some challenge comes in their life and they're not able to do it properly, they'll just cut it off. That is not the way life is. That's why I always say math is not a subject, it's a way of life. It teaches actually that only math we teach that every problem has got a solution, isn't it? When a problem is given to a child, already there is a solution. So what they are learning is a problem comes, I have to find the solution. There are multiple ways of finding solution, but still I have to find the solution. So this is what actually a teacher with the NLP, I use all the techniques to empower them, to put that idea in their mind, and EFT to remove the blocks of failure in their mind.
Wonderful, ma'am. And this is, I tell you something new, that you are giving NLP and EFT techniques to your students. You and your teachers both are giving, or you are
No,
doing
I usually train the parents
teachers?
and and the teachers, and I directly do not give it to the children, and specifically parents, because the parents are there most of the time with the children. And I feel that when the parents change their mindset, they are model, they are the role models for the children. When they do it, the children also will do it.
Wonderful, ma'am. And now let us make our next question after a short break. And the break is, we are not going anywhere. We are with you, but little bit, different line. I tell you guys, I am Unicorn CEO, and I tell always, be always in full energy. When you will be in your full energy, you can do what you like. You become what you think, and that should be the success mantra. And
True.
I tell you one tip of the day, you can write it down, and that is, read every day at least 5 pages of non-fictional books. I regret sometime why I have not started in my early age. In 10th, it should be started along with our syllabus books, because if we read 10 pages a day, we read 3,650 pages in a year, means around 190 pages one book. You are reading around 20 pages. When we all can change our life in that way, how our children will not be motivated? So that is the big. And one more thing, when you read the book, you increase your speed of reading, you increase how to read the books, and what is your reading speed. So in that way, when you learn, it will help you to cover more syllabus in less time, because normally the speed is 150 to 160 words per minute. But when we practice, ma'am, then it becomes up to 600, 700 words per minute. You just see 3 times we can cover those books with very good retention power. So all my friends, love you all, and just start reading books from today onward, and you will get it from your ma'am, or you will get it from your parents. Any non-fictional books, I am reading every day at least 15 to 20 pages. All the best. So now coming on to after break, ma'am, next question comes, can you tell us about your role as a graphologist? How does handwriting connect to someone's learning or behavior?
Yeah, so my journey before NLP or EFT, I did graphology. Graphology is called as handwriting is brain writing. So whatever we are writing, even in each letter, each strokes we write, we understand the psychology of the person who is writing it. And so that helps me a lot. So I use graphology to understand the person, and I use NLP to rectify whatever I've seen. That's how I do it. So if I see in a child, the T strokes, the top stroke stands for success. If the T stroke is not strong, or if it is below, it's not on the top, it's on the, it's a little bit below, it shows that the child is not having a good image about themselves, and that is not good for success, correct? So then we start making them practice write T properly. Same way, Y also is a stroke for success, and Y should be written in a different way when they are not writing it that way. So when they come to me, I not only help them, motivate them, empower them, I see their handwriting, and only T and Y I change in them, so that no, without their knowledge, they are moving towards their success.
Great, ma'am. Great theory. I am also learning all these things.
Yeah.
So how this scientific things have come into this picture? And now tell me, ma'am, next question. You are five-time Titan Award winner.
Yes.
What do those awards really represent to you on a personal level?
The getting award consistently 5 times in with a company is not that very easy, because there are a lot of competitions. And each year I first of all, when the first year I got, I never thought of it the next year. I just did what I'm supposed to do. So each year I improve myself at least 10%. So this is what I tell my children also. If you are at 40%, try to improve to 5% in the next exam. 5% in the next exam. Same way, each year when we work as a team, it's not alone, it's a one-person work. The idea may be mine, but we have to work as a team. The team, we meet and then we plan, and then we make sure we say no compromise on some of these things. No compromise. If I have to do this work, there is no compromise. Our mantra is no compromise. So if I have to do it, we have to do it. So we work consistently. Certain things which we have to do consistently. It is very, very difficult to do anything consistently, but we keep accountability. Each of the team will be the accountability partner of the other, and we make sure that we do it consistently. And I also feel sometimes, that how I have become 5 times Titan. This time, along with the Titan award, I got one more award with a got a this 5 times is a top 10%. This time for another office of mine, I got a second award, which is a top 20%. So this time I got a double award actually this year in 2025.
Wonderful, ma'am.
Again, that shows that whatever work we are doing, we should be very serious about it, and consistently we should do it.
Great, Vijay ma'am. Great. You are doing a wonderful job in education. And now tell me, what does the Abacus program really work, and how can parents know if it is right for their child?
Yeah. So as a math teacher, when I left my job and I thought I have to become an entrepreneur, I was looking out for something connected with math. I didn't want to move away from any other thing other than math. And that's where when I came across one company, SIP Abacus, one is the topmost Abacus company in India now, where our managing director is an IIT gold medalist and an IIM gold medalist, but an amazing visionary. If I am talking like this in front of a camera, it's mainly because of him, because he made me, pushed me. Actually, I was an ordinary teacher, but he pushed me to become an extraordinary person. He saw that I can actually give presentation to many people, which I was not even aware. And I started giving presentation even to 1,000 people at that time. In front of 1,000 people, a physical presentation I've given. And what Abacus does is, Abacus is a speed mathematics, where if with the mental mathematics, what manually when we do, we won't get the speed. If I have to add 10 numbers, we won't get that speed. It will take some time. But when the children who are really, properly trained in Abacus can finish that in 30 seconds or 40 seconds or within, 50 seconds, not even that much actually. So, and the right answer. So Abacus is, so to come to that stage, to give an answer in that seconds, they have to focus, they have to concentrate, they have to use their memory, retention, recall. And all these focus, concentration, memory, retention, recall are all academic skills which we need, listening skill. All these things are academic skills which we need for academic success. And that's what actually Abacus is teaching.
And ma'am,
Specific.
yeah, this abacus means that focus and what other four, five things you have told. How much time it takes to a student to understand all these things?
So when they join the Abacus, 4 levels at least in our program, we have to learn 4 levels, which is around 16 months.
Okay.
And by the time they will come to this, what I told, they will be without Abacus, not Abacus, because they will learn a method of how to do without Abacus.
Means the focus and everything is done with the use of Abacus system in your education system. You want to say this?
Yes. Yes.
Wonderful.
This is
And it's
I have one of the parent, one of mine, who finished all the program. And in our program, we tell them when they finish the foundation program, they are 5 times better. When they finish the advanced program, they are school toppers. And when they finish the grandmaster level, they are masters. I have one student of mine who finished the master's level. And what he came back and told is everybody should do this, ma'am, because my son is already a topper. And my I've put my other child also, because that works. This program works. Specifically, what we are doing, there are differences with other programs, but what we are doing is because it's with a lot of R&D we do, and it's a wonderful program for
wonderful,
math.
man.
Yeah.
Great, great. And we have to go a little faster because question paper which I have made is a little bit longer. Please don't mind. We'll be going a little bit fast. What mistakes do most parents make while trying to help their child academically?
Yeah. So when their child cannot do something, they themselves will take it and do it. They do not allow the children to learn by failing, making mistake, and then understanding that mistake and going forward. So the children have to make mistake. If they make mistake, only they will learn.
And I tell you, in personal development also, ma'am, I always tell to my audience, to my friends, that you fail fast. When you fail fast, you learn fast.
Correct.
And when you learn fast, you earn fast. So it is just a wonderful, understanding that you have to fail fast. Failures are the milestones towards the main
True.
point, success
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So, what is the difference between a parent who just wants marks and one who deeply invested in their child's success?
Yeah. So the one who is deeply invested in the child's success are very clear that what all rituals, habits they should have. So they concentrate on the habits and rituals where the child over a period will become success. But the parents who expect marks are just expecting marks, not giving them what tools or techniques the child need. That's the difference. So I have studied many toppers, and I've studied the family also. And what I have seen is 100%, we can even say 200% support from the parents, but no expectation. The parents are not expecting anything, but they are giving all what they have to do for success, but zero expectation. Yeah.
Wonderful, ma'am. Great. And I tell you guys, you just see how every, like onion is peeled off.
Yes.
Here, new techniques are peeled off by Vijay ma'am. And that is the secret of becoming 5 times Titan awardee
Thank you.
and then top 3 business partner in India. Wonderful, ma'am. Wish you all the best. And because you are making the future of our Indian students who will be the torch bearers in their life. Wonderful. And
Thank you.
all over the world, I tell you guys, all over the world, this technique is useful. So parents need not to mind they are from India or abroad. Just go and check the links of Vijay ma'am, have clarity call and enroll your children according to that program, which can make their life much, much better. Wonderful. So now coming on to my next question. You have worked with 10th board students. What separates a top performer from an average one?
Yeah. As I told about the parents, the top performers, as I told, they are very clear what they want, and they work towards that. So if they're top performers, I've seen even in 6th standard, 7th standard, 8th standard, children say, I want to get 100 out of 100. 100 out of 100 is not going to come that very easily. No, they have to practice a lot, and they have to practice a lot means they have to sometimes sacrifice their time of their play time or their other entertainment, but they are ready to do that. So I have seen those children, and it's not that they are sacrificing, they plan. Their time blocking is very very clear. In that, most sometimes the parents also help. And I have sometimes some children coming and telling, I have planned this, but I'm not able to finish it on time. Then I sit with them and help them how to actually plan. You cannot plan 4 hours matter in 1 hour, correct? You have to plan accordingly. Where you cannot, the children are children, they don't know how to plan the material, how much they can study. And if I tell them 20 minutes, I tell them one mantra only. Wherever I go, I see parents. Do the 20 minutes blocks for them. Give for children below 6th standard 20 minutes block, and children above 6th standard 40 minutes block. After 20 minutes, it's called as Pomodoro technique. Lot of technique names are there. After 20 minutes block, you study, take a break. 20 minutes block, you study. And then at least 3 blocks you should have in a day of studying. But I see them, they don't even sometimes do their homework and they don't study. And then when they go for exam, but everybody has got the expectation to ace.
Yes.
No effort, no marks will come. Yeah.
And I tell you guys, ma'am, I am just resonating with you. I started this Pomodoro scheme. This is Italian scheme. The Pomodoro means tomato. It is
Yes.
that type of one.
Yeah,
And in
timer.
this, we can start with our, mobile, that stopwatch. And what I have used in last 10 years, it is 25 minutes block, 5 minutes gap. In 25 minutes, I am fully concentrating, no notification,
True.
no screen time, no listening anything except emergency. And then even water I am not drinking in between, I am drinking it after that. So
True.
just see, focus study. And I used to do so many times. And when I started reading books, I used it 25 minutes each. After 25, I was going here and there,
Yeah.
drinking water, eating some banana or like that. So that has given. And that special for 25-minute session in my workplace where I was CEO, it was giving me ample thought process that
Hmm.
yes, I have revised, now I am distributing that all tasks to my people. So my dear friends, in time management, Pomodoro, what madam has told, this is one of the best thing. So you are getting so many nuggets, so many things. You should not confuse. So write down when you see this podcast. This podcast is going to change the game of your life. Game of it will act as a game changer in your children's life. So dear parents, just listen it, follow it, and try to connect with the uh, Vijaya ma'am, and she will be guiding you all through. What is what one story of a student or family transformation that still gives you goosebumps?
Yeah. So I had a student who came to me. He was a 10th standard student in January, December, and March is a board exam. And he got very, very less marks. Less marks means digit marks. And I have to change his life. That is, at least I should make him pass, you know. And when I asked him, he was not even knowing how to know most of the chapters. He's involved in other things, so he didn't give importance to studies. When he came to me, I have to sit with him, understand first of all his mindset, how he is going to work, and what does he think about work. No, he is very good in other things, but he didn't put effort to study in math. That's the only thing. So first, I have to sit with him and change his mindset. And then we had only 3 months, not even 3 months, because February 15th the exam starts. So I hardly had about 2 months to work with him and to teach him a lot of chapters. So once I understood what is his weakness and strength, then I told what we'll do is anyway we cannot aim for 90 marks because we have very less mark time. At least we should get 50 marks, correct? So from one digit mark to 50 marks is a good number. So we started working on the chapters which are easy first for him to make. I have to go through the chapters with him and make him sit with him and work, understand which all chapters he can do. Now some of this he told it's looking like alien for me. Okay, we don't do alien chapters. And then we did about 7 to 8 chapters out of 15 chapters, exactly 50%. And I told him, I made him, come extra time, work on it. And usually I tell them, I give them work and I sit with them and make them do it. Because not sit with them means they will be in front of me. I never give homework because I know they're bogged with work. They won't do the homework and come if I give them homework. So all work in front of me. And he went, he did his paper. He was quite happy. He told it was not like that digit, one digit mark paper. I did something. And he came back and he almost got 48 marks. So that was the one thing which, in a very short time, which worked, and then we got a good result. It's
Wonderful.
not only on me. I did a minor part. The major part was on the child.
Yes, yes. Very good. So my next question comes, how can parents teach their kids money management without creating stress or guilt around money?
Yes.
Because
Very close to my
normally it is not told in schools.
school. True. So I remember my parents, I thought that I have not been taught, but I have seen my parents doing money management. My mom is a math professor, and my dad was a PW engineer, which was doing a business also along with yeah, with his brothers. So money was always rolling at home. Yeah. And I have seen them religiously sitting and doing, the planning of the money. Even today, they are in octogenarians, but still today they sit and plan the money which they are getting and how to do it. So that modeling is the best way of teaching money coaching, first of all. So, are you a good model? We have to check first. Are we a good model to the children? Are we showing them spending way of living or a saving way of living? Yeah, or both. Are we balancing it? So it all starts from home. So in my program, I teach that also of the to the parents that the success is not only with academics or success is not only with business. It's also with how we manage our money also.
Right, ma'am. Very good. So as I told, I am 10x money business coach and personal development coach. I will be connecting you as we have discussed, and then I will be telling some topics on meditation, hopno, and money management. Because whatever you save today, that is going to give you wonderful amount after 20 years.
So
One person in Chandigarh, and similarly on several locations, we are finding these type of news. He got 30 shares at the rate of rupees 10 in 1987 or 86 of Reliance. Today the value is 12 lakhs after 37 years. So saving is must. Like when we get pizza party in our home, it takes 2,000, 3,000 rupees. If
true,
we take 3,000 rupees, and that is very frequent, twice a week, thrice a week,
true,
and if we save that amount, just yes, we'll go with this type of foods once in a month. And then I tell you, ma'am, they can save a lot. That is main thing, basic thing, and invest. And just they can see after a year, 2 years, how index went from 5,000 10 years back, and now it is 80 plus. So this is the growth. And our India is a great country, and everything is going wonderful. So
true,
yes, yes, ma'am. You agree with me what I'm
true,
telling?
true, absolute truth, sir.
Right. And then, my dear friends, I tell you, you are noting so many points and you are enjoying every bit of it, but everything is given in the comment in this, description. So connect with ma'am and get clarity how your children can get 100 out of 100. And if you will do timely management, things will be much better. So coming on to next question now, how does your role as a math and science exam moderator shape your coaching philosophy, ma'am?
When we become a moderator, we learn how an exam should be written. I always tell my children, writing an exam is an art, you know. And when we are correcting in a day, when a teacher is correcting in a 10th standard, almost 25 to 30 papers you have to correct of the same sheet, correct same question paper. When we come to the first day, when we come or second day, when we come to the 30th or second day, We feel like actually throwing up because we are seeing the same questions again and again and we are correcting it. So I always tell them, so you should make it so easy for the teacher. I tell them like as if you are giving her a laddu. This is what I tell them. Your paper should be like this, as if you are giving her a laddu. Everything should be neatly written. Everything should be so that when a teacher is seeing the paper, she will understand this child is very clear about the concept. The child, he or she is very clear and written whatever she is knowing properly with no, sometimes they scribble, sometimes they cancel, sometimes we don't know where to take that answer, whether the first one or the second one. Yeah, and when we waste our time on all these things, a teacher usually get frustrated. It's not no irritated. So
Yes.
I do not write your paper in a way that your teacher gets irritated. It should be like as if, no, as if you're giving a
Wonderful.
laddu to them. Yeah. So
Yes.
I teach them how to write a paper also. That's an art, actually.
Very good. Very good. And ma'am, next question comes: what daily rituals or systems do you teach families to build consistency at home?
Can you repeat again, sir?
Yes. What daily rituals or systems do you teach families, parents to build consistency in studies and everything at
Yeah.
home for the children?
So I always say that home is where the ritual starts, and school is where the discipline they learn.
Yes.
The discipline you won't get anywhere else. The school where you go in the morning wearing the uniform, you have to be at 8:30. You have to be at the prayer, you have to go and sit, you have to attend the classes. When the PT period from, you have to go whether you're tired or not, you have to go. So the discipline comes from school, but the rituals come from home. So the home rituals, the morning getting up at this time, brushing your teeth, having breakfast, or then even having breakfast with a family, that which is not having nowadays. Most of them are with screen, and whether they are sitting around the table and eating, we don't know. And even if they are sitting around the table, it's with a phone. There is no connection. So the first one ritual I would love actually everybody to follow is to put that have 3 meals or at least 2 meals, a breakfast and dinner around the table. Put the phone down and look at each other and talk to each other. That
Very,
itself will
very
bring
good.
about a lot of change,
Yes.
in the connection and the whole family life
Yes.
and
And I have
academics.
seen, yes, I have seen, ma'am, that there are, some funny social media videos were there. Mother was keeping hold of their phones and then she was delivering the eatables. So
Mhm.
it happens, and we have to take, mothers have to take the special role in this. So if a parent is listening right now, overwhelmed and confused, what is the one step you will tell them to take today itself?
Now with the screen and the pre-teenage becoming extended, now the when we were young, the teenage was from 16 years or 14 years, then later it became 13 years. Now they are telling pre-teens. Pre-teens is actually starting from 9 years. Now slowly it's becoming 8 years and extended to 24 years. We say teenage is 19. So when the teenage, they get into teenage, they are something happening in their body, a hormonal change. They become aloof. Before that, we have to become their friend. Otherwise, they are not going to tell us anything what's happening in their life. So connection is very, very important than anything else. Connection before screen, connection before no any other activity. So please be connected to your children. I have many parents telling, I'm connected, I'm taking them everywhere. That are you knowing everything that is happening in their life? That is what is connection. They should come and freely talk about what is happening in their life, and that is what is connection. So for that, a parent has to be non-judgmental. So when they are coming and talking, make sure that you are only listening and not being judgmental. These two things only I want to put forward.
Wonderful, ma'am. And I tell you, I remember old days from your wordings. I remember old days when how our eating habits were, how our parents were taking care. I
Yes.
was eating bread only when we were sick sometime.
Yeah.
Sick. And this pizza, burger, hot dogs,
Nothing.
nothing was there. No phone was there.
Yeah.
Even TV was kept at some very secured place, and it was closed, lock was closed.
Yes.
Just 2 months back before, TV was closed. That time we have seen. And now how people are just eating and seeing, eating
I
and
know.
seeing with their friends. We need to, as Madam told, turn off our phone and just chew. If you start chewing 32 times your single piece of, chapati, it will be wonderful digestion, no obesity, no sugar, no any other things, and things will change wonderfully for the children because they are sitting 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours,
True,
even
sir.
up. So parents need to take, and what you have told, parents need to go into the details what they are doing. Even when they are playing, they should go with them, one of them, if they can manage, or some
True, sir.
elders can. So that is most important. And here, next question comes, ma'am. How do you help parents balance academic pressure with their child along with mental health?
Yeah, many of them get frustrated making them do the homework. So everything is connected. If you are connected with your child, your screen time is less. They will listen to you. If you listen to them, they will listen to you. So, and when they listen to you, your frustration is reduced. And I tell this mantra again, 20 minutes of practice every day. When I tell 20 minutes of practice, it's not about the homework they are doing. Homework is schoolwork. So if the parent can, when in my program, I train my parents actually to do how actually they can go through this 20 minutes practice every day, because it's 20 minutes practice it's for one subject I'm talking about. So how will we plan all the other subjects 20 minutes? How will we do it with making them do the homework itself is taking a long time. How are we going to do the practice? So all these time management and the hacks and techniques and tools I teach them how to go about. And so that's what they have to do. They have to make them practice other than the homework. When they are
Wonderful.
practicing other than the homework, there is no frustration, and they go and write their paper with ease.
And ma'am, I tell you, whatever you are telling, these are the true line of action for all the parents and
Yes,
students.
sir.
What I feel from today's podcast, I'm also learning something from you.
Yes, sir.
You have been 44 years in textile industry. I am having my kids, all over the family kids. I have seen how they have worked. But if you could have met earlier, I think they could have got more marks in that way.
Thank you,
That
sir.
so what I mean now, after this podcast, we will be coming, say once in a month. Let us plan once in a month live in this, and that will be some sort of webinar we'll be doing together, and then we will be bringing all our persons over here so then they can connect with you, they can interact with you, and they can get very good marks for their children. I think you will agree to this.
Sure, sir.
Won- Wonderful. So now, ma'am, here comes, what is the most common misconception parents have about their children's potential?
Yeah, so most of the parents are nowadays, I feel, again, as the connection is not there, they are not understanding what their true potential is. They have certain aspiration for their children, and with that aspiration, they build up an expectation. And with that, they go ahead without understanding what the child's potential is. So I always tell, if there are some children who do not like math, there are some children who loves only English, but still, no, the parent will say, no, you have to go for engineering. I have spoken to so many parents that if they are struggling, no, they struggle with even 10th standard maths. How are they going to do the engineering math? And I have seen that those children failing most of the time with the 10 supplements, 12 supplements, and then coming out and then not happy, and then doing something entirely different, once they're out. So if you can understand what your child's potential is, are they good in writing? Now we have so many career options. It's not
Right,
only about engineering or doctor. Yeah,
right,
even in if you take math and science, you have so many other options also. So
right,
first thing I always tell is understand what they are strong in, what they are strong in, and if you put your child through that, they will love it. And when you
right.
love something, they just bloom. They just do their best. So
Right.
first thing is connection, and then to
Right.
understand the child. Yeah.
Very good, ma'am. And I tell you, I have heard one RT who is meeting with the school directors and principals that what in our time it was, what father told, parents told, doctor banna hai, we have to be doctor, we have to be
Yes.
engineer, we have to be means any stream. So they were telling. But now some scientific system has come, some
Yeah.
G2G. I have met with two, three parties. They are telling that they are testing and making around 60
Yes.
pages for their parents. They charge something, I will tell you
Yeah.
after. And
So
then,
last week, sir, one of my student wanted to do NEET, and he told they went. He's a topper in the school,
hmm,
and not last week, last month before the board exam, he was a 10th standard student, a very well planned, well clear in his mind, and he is a topper, so he can do NEET or IITG. So he was confused. So I told him go for a career counseling, and he went and he learned everything about NEET. And
right,
he came back and he was teaching the other child, the one who is again no another confused child in the class. He wrote down everything. 52 career options are there, even if you train for NEET. And he's telling you don't have to go to MBBS. You have all these options. I was actually surprised to see a 14 or 15-year-old doing a career counseling for another child. Very clear person, very clear child. And then in the end, last week he came and told me, I'm very clear, I want to go for NEET and I want to become a doctor only.
wonderful.
So that helped a lot actually when you go for career counseling.
So here what I want to tell, ma'am, parents should not pressurize their children what to do,
Yes, sir.
because sometimes it happens that they get little bit depression, overwhelming approach, an overthinking approach. So we should discuss mutually. So that is the theme of my
Yes, sir.
thing I'm saying here.
Connection. Yeah.
Yes, yes. So now let us go a little bit more faster. We are approaching fast in the fag end. And how many minutes are there, ma'am? How many minutes we have covered till now, roughly?
Uh, it's not there, so
Okay.
it's not
Anyway,
showing.
no
Yeah.
problem. So how do you advise parents to handle comparisons between their child and others?
Yeah.
What do
This
you
is
want to say?
very close to my heart. I when the parents sometimes come and tell me they didn't get marks, the first question I ask is specifically this, when they come to ninth standard, till ninth standard, they think that the child can do everything. But ninth and tenth is the pressure now, no, sir. Ninth standard they have to do, then otherwise 10th standard board, then they have to get into a good stream. And I tell them, how many marks you got in ninth standard? I have asked many parents. Okay, if they have got really good marks, what did you do at that? Can you just
Hmm.
put it forward to your children? Because and what expectation your parents had? Actually, they think of my father was not even knowing what standard I used to study. No, my mom is a maths professor. They never bothered. But when I came to ninth and 10th, something sparked. As you told, no, sir, in 10th standard, I did very well. Same when I came to 8th standard, I was very clear. I want to get full marks in math. Seeing all my auntie doing all those things. So at one stage, it sparks in their mind. But that no expectation, I always feel helped me. My parents didn't have any expectation that you have to get full marks. They never told me. It
Right,
came
right.
on me, within me on its own. So now when I see children, even in first standard, second standard, full marks, okay, full marks. So the children are more mark oriented than getting the content, getting the knowledge. Something they just ratify and get the marks. That's not the way. And those children who have got very good, ratify and get the marks, they come to higher class are not able to apply it. In the higher classes are application oriented. Now they are so used to ratifying, they don't know how to apply it. So
Right.
that slowly, first standard to sixth standard is building up their skills. Whether they are getting good marks or not is irrelevant. Nobody is going to ask what marks they got in first standard. So be patient with the child. Make sure that their skills are really good. Arithmetic skills, reading skills, all these and other life skills, patience, resilience. When they make mistake, they should get back and start doing again. Feedback, it's only a feedback. All these skills are put forward. Then first standard to sixth standard is a foundation we are putting. and then you can expect, wonders from seventh standard.
Wonderful, wonderful, ma'am. Your concepts are very clear, and with this, our lot of friends who are listening to this, they will be enjoying and they will be sure as a parents that our children can score now without any problem. Only they will have to work hard. And I request all parents again that don't pressurize your children, don't make them suffer and go into the depression mode, because life is great. 1 year this way or that way can help, but
True.
if the mind is not set according to that, so we have to do a lot of things. So I would advise every parents that parents and children, they should sit together at least for 10 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes in the night.
True, sir.
They should do meditation together, gratitude together, and if they do, I tell you, with the combo of madam's training, what she has told, you will become unstoppable. And when you become unstoppable, you are master of this universe. So this is
True, sir.
say as a life coach. So do you agree, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Now, my dear friends, the things are becoming a little bit larger, but I tell you, for the sake of our children, we can do it. And I will request you, share this video to all your friends. Everybody is having around 5,000, 4,000 people in their groups. They may have studied or not. Their children are studying, their relatives are studying. So forward them, tell them, just listen it and change the lives of your family. It
True,
will
sir.
be so that it will work. So now, ma'am, in the fag end of this, I am rather inviting you that be energetic again, and we are going to have some bumper one word answers or one line
Okay.
answers.
Yeah.
Please be ready. And this
Yes,
is
sir.
called rapid fire round, and we'll go for it, and you'll have to win it on top priority. Yes, one book that changed your life.
Yeah. So I'm a great fan of Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins awakened the giant within.
Ah, great book. I have read it.
Yeah.
Great. And then parent or student, who is harder to coach?
Parents only, sir.
Oh, great. You are having special love for your children.
Yes.
Great. And abacus or algebra, which is having more fun?
Abacus, of course.
Great. It is telling you everything about your students. Great.
Yeah.
With the T and Y. Great. So I'm also learning all these things. So what is your personal mantra in tough times?
So anytime I go through anything, the 1 second, maybe 2 seconds, I'll panic. Then immediately I'll tell myself, Vijaya, you can do it. And I'll start saying, I can do it.
You are
The
the
moment,
best.
yeah,
You are
moment
the
we
best.
say I
Truly.
can do it, things change. Yeah.
Wonderful. Early mornings or late nights
Early
studies?
morning, sir.
Great, great. I love it because I am advocate of morning rituals.
Yeah.
Wake up at 5 a.m. Wake up at 5 a.m. Sleep at 9:30 or 10. I think your life will be in the top gear.
Yes, sir.
That is the mantra. So next, what is the legacy you want to leave behind?
Yeah. I would love the parents and the children, understand each other. And then the parents helping the children to on the roadway of map of success. Like not only expectation, they're understanding the potential and helping them to become whatever they are good at. And once they are when they are doing something what they are good at, they will ace it. They will enjoy it, and once you enjoy it, success comes in, yeah, very easily. So I want
Very good, very
actually
good.
parents
One
and
more,
children to have a connection, and I want to help them to succeed.
wonderful. One word of advice for parents struggling with their child's education.
So put the proper rituals, habits and rituals in place. And if you are struggling, please do ping me and DM me. I'm ready to help you.
Wonderful. Favorite way to spend a free Sunday?
Go out. Do not be in the house and watching TV or anything. Sunday should be outing only. Take them to nature walks, something connected beach. There are a lot of things. There are apps actually which shows in every city what is going on in that city. Again, do not go into a room, and sit and watch. Theater is okay, but other than that, go out, spend time with your children in nature.
Wonderful. And last question of the day, one thing you can't start your day without.
Sir, nowadays I start my day with Sudarshan Kriya.
Oh, great, great.
Yeah.
Wonderful, ma'am. This is really great thing. So, guys, all my friends, it was very hectic for Vijay ma'am, but for the sake of the children's better life, parents' better happy moments, we have completed this podcast. And with this podcast, I tell you, you can change your lives. So every podcast is not only the promotion of particular product, it is the association between you all with me and my guests. So that is the way every number will be there. I tell you again, forward it to maximum groups so that no child in India should be away from this interview. And that will be wonderful. And when we are having such experts like Vijaya, who has devoted as a fourth generation, what else we want? And I tell you, parents, children's, and Vijay Mama's combination will work great for you. So all the best for you all. And I thank you, ma'am, coming on to my channel and giving such wonderful diamonds, nuggets, so that everybody can get the advantage. So one last word for all my viewers, what do you want to say of
Connect with
advice?
your children. That's the most important because everything starts with the connection.
Right. Very good, ma'am. Thank you again. See
Thank you,
you.
sir.
And we'll be bringing more and more podcasts and say webinars so that we can create a ripple effect in the world
True,
of
sir.
education with these new techniques. Thank you very much. See you,
Thank you,
ma'am.
sir.
Namaskar. Jai Hind. Jai
Jai Hind,
Bharat.
sir.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
sir.